Secure the area, Agent.
Leaving contaminated area.
Bravo Tango incoming.
That sniper seems determined to deprive you of viable cover.
Stand by him.
Man down.
UAVs are up.
Got a shot there.
System disrupted. System reactivated.
Engaging division agent. Got it. I guess I'll shoot him again.
System malfunctioning. System restored.
True Sons were onto something with those DC-62 warheads, but they lacked in...
Okay, let's talk about this build. This one's the one we're calling it the Red Mist.
No one could stand in our way.
As
And
ruthless
it looks
as
like
the True
this.
Sons were, the Black Tusk are smarter and more ambitious.
Come on, Manny.
Your actions
Let
here
me talk.
prevented a major war crime. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so this one, the specialization is going to be the minigun. The minigun is going to be giving us every 60 seconds. It will give us more ammo. 10% ammo capacity every 60 seconds. We have the GR9, which has high RPM. It has very good accuracy. And we have installed the talent Steady-Handed. Steady-Handed requires that you land 100 bullets. When you when you get 100 bullets, it will give you 250 bullets back because of the extra large pouch of rounds of ammunition. Makes it 250 mag before you have to reload. So it requires less than 50% accuracy for you to actually land your 100 hits and then get a refill again and again and again and again. Of course, I don't need you to tell you that the less reload time you have, the more DPS you're going to actually have. So, we have 5% crit chance, 5% crit chance in the other two mods. There's one locked mod, which is a ×8 crit chance scope, which is nice to have also if you want to zoom in a bit more. To pair it up, we have the rock and roll. This one is to build up stacks really quick. We're using the core gear set is the Striker's chest 4-piece. The Striker is going to give you 65% weapon damage at 100 stacks. But if we use the chest piece, instead of 65, we get instead of 100 stacks, we get 200 stacks, which gives us another 65%. So it's 130% maximum, but it requires you to build up 200 stacks. Therefore, this is why the Rock and Roll and the GR9 are important to the build setup, because they have very high build-up, high RPM. There's other things that you could use here. For example, instead of the GR9, you could be using something like the Bullet King. The Bullet King has even more, it has 115 more RPM. But what I've noticed is that I get a little bit more damage out of this. And once you get going with Steady-Handed, Steady-Handed does give you that 1% accuracy and stability for every stack. So it really adds up. It makes it a laser beam. I think it makes it even better at accuracy, landing hits, than the Bullet King. But you can go with either one, depends on which one you want to go with. Besides that, having the 65% that we can turn into 130 when using the chest piece The backpack breaks the mold because the backpack would make it 0.65% weapon damage to 1%. So that makes it that instead of 130% maximum stacks, it makes it 200%, which is an extra 70% increase in damage. But it means nothing if you cannot build up those stacks, right? And this one,
Incoming backup request.
if you just use a GR9, I've seen it uh, with normal enemies, it builds up to about 25 to 30% of the way. With I mean, you don't have enough time to build up because they're all dead. I mean, you saw the performance right now. But whenever you do have a hard target like a heavy Chungus or one of those dogs where you can really lay down into it, that's when you can build up stacks way faster. And then after that, everything else around it just melts so much quicker. So the rest of the build is Coyote. This is for getting your crit chance, crit damage bonuses. Because we're using Coyote Mask, we need to make sure that our crit chance is around 50% because we'll get the additional crit chance from the bonuses from Coyote. So my crit chance is right now at 49% crit chance, which is as close as I could get it to 50. You don't really want to be over 50 because again, at 15 to 25 meters and beyond, you'll get your bonuses. You'll hit your cap on crit chance. So the rest is the chest piece, which is crit chance, crit damage. The holster, crit chance or crit damage, whatever you have, whatever you need. What you're looking for is to have 49 or 50, as close to 50% crit chance, and then you dump everything else into crit damage. This is the knee pads. I have crit chance onto it. And then we have contractors. Contractors is best in slot for this particular setup because we're already using an LMG as our main damage distributor, right? So this Petrov giving us that base 10% LMG damage right in there. And then he also does come with damage to armor, which is a value that a lot of people like to use because it's a multiplicative value. Multiplicative means it's just the way that the damage gets calculated. The more multiplicative values that you add into the build, the way they interact with each other is what starts to make a bigger difference. So of course we do have some multiplicative values into the gun itself so that it can interact with what we have in the glove. So we do have damage to targets out of cover here, which is a multiplicative value also. Damage to health, damage to armor, and damage to targets out of cover are some of the main ones that are multiplicative in value. Other than that, you have talents that can have multiplicative in the gun. They could have multiplicative values into it. For example, whenever you see the word amplify, like this dare, for example, it says amplify weapon damage. That is a multiplicative value. There's also multiplicative values in chess pieces, like for example, the glass cannon. Glass cannon says amplify. So when you start building in multiplicative damage here and there, the more that you have into the system, the more of a difference it's going to make in the overall damage output. Anyway, that's what we have in the gloves, and this is the backpack. Crit chance, crit damage everywhere. For the skills, we're using the Fixer Drone. It is one of the biggest weaknesses that this build has is the fact that it has not a whole lot of armor. It has 800k armor, and that's after leveling every single piece of armor up to 11 on the expertise. So we have 800k armor. It's the survivability from this build is the fact that you can kill everything very quickly. And I gotta tell you, the Fixer Drone, even though it's at tier 0, it still adds enough of a bonus in order to try to keep me firing. Because the other bonus on armor survivability is the specialization, the gunner. Every time that I kill someone, it gives me a 10% armor on kill. So I use this to my benefit as well as having that little Fixer Drone, little healing smoke. And that's about it. It's all about seeing red. The faster you kill, the faster you stay, the more likelihood of staying alive through that encounter. And then to finish off, we have the Busy Little Bee. That one is so that you can actually tag enemies. Up to 10 enemies, 20% damage on each one that you tag. And then you have 10 seconds once you switch over to the main weapon. You have 10 seconds to just completely lay waste to everything. And I think that's it. That's the build. Again, I'll show you this. 50% crit chance, 117 on crit damage, 85 headshot. Armor on kill is 80k. That's the 10% from the gunner specialization. And that's it.